And how pathetic is this whole thing really? Eric Swalwell was a 7-term United States congressman, and he didn't have the you-know-what to resign from Congress himself, so he had the House clerk do it for him.
I am deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegations made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make.
I mean, I feel bad for that woman. What a weasel Eric Swalwell is. 14 years in Congress, and he didn't have it in him to stand on the House floor and admit that he made a mistake and step down with some dignity. And he did that because Eric has suddenly gone missing. Nobody knows where Eric Swalwell is. We haven't heard from him since over the weekend. Because that's what people like Eric do when things don't go his way. And I only bring that up because there are clear differences here between Eric and between Donald. Again, between Eric and Donald. No matter what they did to him, Donald Trump showed up. He fought and he was there. E. Jean Carroll accuses him of rape, even though she couldn't remember when it happened. She couldn't remember the year that it happened. Donald Trump was arrested. They took his mugshot. They embarrassed him. The FBI raided his house. They indicted him. They tried to kill him, but he still showed up and he took it every time. And I'm not saying that because you're watching Newsmax. I'm saying that because that's what happened. It's probably why he got elected. And now think about Eric Swalwell. He couldn't even bring himself to resign on the House floor today after a woman named Lana Drews accused him of rape yesterday. But unlike that new liberal icon, E. Jean Carroll, Lana Drews knows exactly when it happened.
He raped me, and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died. I also recorded these events in my handwritten calendar. The assault and its impact were later documented during my therapy sessions at a sexual assault center in Connecticut.
E. Jean Carroll didn't have any of that. So there's definitely a difference between Donald Trump and Eric Swalwell that I think is pretty clear. And I only bring this up because Eric could end up in jail, like real actual jail, because you can't rape people in this country, even if you're a Democrat. Allegedly, reportedly, of course, we have to say that. And Eric is now facing criminal investigations in Manhattan and Los Angeles, two of the bluest cities in two of the bluest states in America. But here's Eric stating without any irony that if multiple women come forward and accuse anyone of sexual misconduct, they must be guilty, right?
What are the chances that 3 or 4 women independently who never met each other would have similar experiences with one person? So either, Ari, this person committed these horrific acts, or he is the single unluckiest person in the world for these people to conspire and make up lies against him. But it's a very hard case to make, right, the more allegations that come in.
Yeah, it certainly is. And that's an interesting point to raise, Eric, because 5 women have now come forward to accuse you. And one woman says that you raped her. Another says that you texted her a picture of your penis, which I promise you, no woman alive wants to see that, Eric. No woman wants that on their cell phone. So either you're the single unluckiest person in the world, to use your own words, or you did it. Eric's lawyer putting out this statement this morning that reads, quote, Congressman Eric Swalwell, he's not a congressman anymore, but Congressman Eric Swalwell categorically and unequivocally denies each and every allegation of sexual misconduct and assault that have been leveled against him. These accusations are false, fabricated, and deeply offensive. A calculated and transparent political hit job designed to destroy the reputation of a man who has spent 20 years in public service, end quote. Deeply offensive, according to his lawyer. Accusing Eric of rape is deeply offensive. But how do you put out a statement like that with a straight face when it's 5 women plus video of Eric in a hotel room with another woman grabbing her breasts on video on the bed? There it is. How do you explain that, Eric? Were you keeping up foreign relations that night? I don't think so. And who are the other people in this video right here? By my count, at least 4 people in that room, and nobody else wants to talk about that, we're not going to do that. We're not going to accuse anyone on this show tonight, but it will come out, I promise you that. And who's the guy on the bed with the beard in that video? That guy right there. Beards are not that common. That should not be that difficult to figure out.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.